How's everybody today?
Doing well,
Right,
really
me
well.
too. Me too. I got one of those seniors that's going to need a banner at some point here.
You better get ordering it.
I better get
Oh, my
ordering it.
goodness.
We're counting it down, and senioritis has sunk in
I
really
know.
well.
I told you 43 days till spring, which means 63 days till summer or whatever it is.
Yeah, something
I don't
crazy
know.
like that.
So we're into February already, and it's been a busy month. I know you guys just celebrated National Counseling Week.
We're in the middle of it. Yeah,
Oh,
this
that's
is
sweet.
this
Yeah.
is National Counseling Week. Big huge shout out to our support staff in JPS. Those counselors, the social workers at Jackson High, at Parkside, and all up and down our elementaries. They help kids not just with scheduling, not just with how to be in school and some of those things. They really do triage, on a daily basis, and I am super grateful for all of their efforts with our students.
Absolutely.
We have next week a significant day, I think a week from today.
Yeah, it's coming up. Count day. I tell everybody, please, help us get your kids to school on, every day, but next week, Wednesday. JPS has done a really good job for a number of years. We were growing our attendance kind of year over year for a number of years, and then kind of everything kind of stalled, but which is better than going backwards. And for a few years now, we've been right at that 4860 mark, and that mark is made up of a blend of spring count, so next week, and then fall count.
Okay.
So it kind of rolls over that timeline, and so we rely on these dollars. This year we did not get a bump in our foundation allowance, and so that puts strains on the budget, and so it makes it so that we've got to make certain we're accounting for every kid.
Absolutely.
Even more so now than ever.
And those dollars come right back and impact your student, your family, your school district. It's important.
Yesterday, the governor proposed her budget for next year, which would be a $10,000 per pupil allocation to local school districts.
That would be good. We were, again, last year we saw, the governor's proposal, and then we'll see come out this year again. You'll see the Senate proposal and the House proposal, and it'll take them a little bit of time as they arm wrestle kind of this through the budgeting process. And I think last year we were all kind of expecting, kind of that $240, $241, I think was a magic number. We were kind of looking at going, I think that's going to be the one that makes it out of. And it ultimately evaporated when they got the budget to us in July. And that's another thing people don't realize is our budget is due the end of June by July 1, and the state budget isn't due until obviously the end of September. And so lots of times in my career anyway, we've seen that budget kind of come in, after we've set our expectations. So I'm optimistic. That would be fabulous. It would help make up for the miss that we got this year and really kind of get us back on track for the future.
I'm still confused that lottery sales don't cover literally all schools in the state still, Bart.
Well, we do get lottery sales. I would say we don't, but
Yeah.
But you know how this goes. When
Oh,
there's
yeah.
one funding stream coming in,
for sure.
that just means another funding stream doesn't have to backfill
Absolutely.
that.
Some Vikings participated and had great success in the Michigan State Band and Orchestra Festival. That's cool for some of your kids.
Oh my gosh, up at Michigan State, they had what 20, I think, Division I ratings, and another 5 or 6 kind of Division II, which is these are the top you can get, and then excellent. I mean, these guys were, our music program,
awesome.
and I give that whole crew at the high school just huge kudos. They're continuing to kind of recruit kids in, find ways to make music something that the kids enjoy, and we know this, those students who are in our music classes tend to do better in our academic classes as well. The two go hand in hand, and so I strongly encourage folks to, if you're in 5th grade or elementary school, consider getting your student involved in music as early as possible.
Let's talk about Parkside for a second. Yesterday was the anniversary of Parkside Class of 73 graduate Tony Dungy becoming the first black head football coach to win the Super Bowl. Last week, Andy talked to Irvin Magic Johnson on the anniversary of Magic becoming Magic happening at Parkside High School.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Check that
Amazing.
out if you haven't seen that.
There's a lot of history here in town.
A lot of good history. A lot of history that no one else has.
No, not at all. But you know, we had a great event at Parkside last week too. The International Brotherhood of Electric Workers, you know, they came through and donated a ton of winter coats to Parkside specific to help out with our clothing closet. There's James and Derek and Christy Dillon. And of course, I say this, she's everywhere, but right in time for the weather we have, because again, it feels cold outside today. You know, I can't make up the weather, but that was a great event as they brought in a ton of coats for us, and we really appreciate the ongoing partnership and the continuing partnership we see, you know, with our folks. So just a lot of community support.
Yeah, and those hats were purchased in addition to the union decided, let's do more.
Yeah.
And James was an electrician who actually worked on the middle school Parkside roof when they redid that.
Yep. Yeah.
So.
We employ a lot of local contractors. We go to the, you know, and so while, you know, we shop both union and non-union businesses, but the reality is that most of our local electricians have an opportunity to do some work here in town and with us, and that's an awesome feeling.
Let's get ready for the ambassador auction.
I think it's live now, isn't it?
It's coming. I mean, I'm ready now. This is one of my favorite events of the year.
Yeah.
Christy's already given me a little bit of a heads up on some of these items, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, there you go. So next month, March 7th, so just about a month from now, we'll have a wonderful event up at Jackson High in the field house there. Brant and his crew always do some wonderful things for us, and I'm sure they'll put together some hors d'oeuvres and some carry-around items for us. $45 a person, $80 a couple. We'll get you in the door. And if you just want to bid, we'd love to have you do that. There's a QR code right here, and the auction is live today, although they will be adding items all throughout the month as we kind of work our way towards next month's auction. It is a premier event for us in generating scholarships for our students. We see a lot of corporate scholarships come, and if you're a local business and you're looking at how can I inspire kids to kind of go into this field, or maybe I'm trying to build my workforce of tomorrow, you know, great opportunity to come in and be able to help out with that. You know, our students are applying for these right now. Obviously, you've got ambassador scholarships there, so there's a ton of stuff going on, but this is a good opportunity to really support a good event that goes right to our students.
A lot going on this week at JPS, wrestling districts tonight at Jackson High, and then you've got community collaboration event for secondary parents and guardians tomorrow?
Yeah, and again, that's one of those parent involvement pieces. You know, we are trying very hard to help our community, help our parents. It's such a wild west right now, it feels like, and our parents are often, you know, kind of under the gun a little bit about what do I do, especially with things that are truly scary like vaping, and we don't realize how much of an impact that has on our children. So I'm encouraging that to, you know, if you can attend, please jump online and participate.
Of course, all the information available on the district's website, so feel free to check that out. Jeff, thanks so much for being with us today. Have a great rest of your week.
Thanks for having me. You guys have a great day too.
Jeff Beal, Superintendent at Jackson Public Schools. More of the show. Stay with us.